Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing well, of course. Now, Virgo, the threads of your life have been weaving in silence. Spirit has been crafting something intricate, something only you can hold. Soon, you will see the pattern and realize the beauty of how it all connects. And with that, let's take a deeper look about what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your situation. And this is for Virgo and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you're going to be discovering something really important here, how everything had some type of connection to where you're at now and where Spirit is leading you to go. You also need to be in a place of embracing unexpected support coming from every direction. So, you could get, like, for example, if we're talking about every direction, just for example, let's just take some examples here. Let's say maybe you don't even have to pay a bill for that month. Okay, and so you can use that money to save it or spend it on something else. Maybe you do get a little extra money or income. Perhaps you attain knowledge or attain some type of resource because Spirit is believing in you. First and foremost, Spirit believes in you. So you are attracting who and what you need to continue some type of quest that you are soaking up. So trust that you are aligning yourself at the right time and the right place for these support systems to find you, because remember what Spirit said? Spirit has been crafting something intricate, something only you can hold. All right, let's continue and see what else. I do get earth sign coming through with that. See, you were chosen to lead. Trust your power. This is to help you feel powerful. Right? Whether you are a leader in the professional field or maybe, a leader in your personal life, and hopefully you do feel like a leader. Spirit chose you to lead, to be in charge of something. Spirit has entrusted you with Spirit's powers. The more you trust yourself, the more you're going to start seeing how things just line up to you in effortless ways without you having to plan it or work so hard for it because you've already done the hard work. You're overcoming something too when it comes to not allowing something to hinder, your idea or vision of what you truly want or desire or what you're feeling called to do, or, stand in a position of maybe just being this light for others. That's what I see. Someone who has stepped in their light, their power, and think of this as a, lighthouse where you attract these things coming to you because they can find you with your confidence. You're going to get the blessings in all the perfect timing here. So you do, I was just saying, oh my goodness, something about the blessing. You're going to get your blessing in the perfect timing. Look again, it's a hidden blessing. Let's see what Spirit will reveal with this, because, you may be hung up on something here, right? Or, something may have happened and we're just having a hard time discovering what's the good out of this. But let's get a little bit more about, look again, it's a hidden blessing. I do sense some water sign, fire sign, and earth sign. I know I said earth and fire, I believe, earlier, but I do sense water sign coming through now. So just take it how you want to. Don't worry if you don't care. Let's take a deeper look at, look again, it's a hidden blessing. Also, Spirit is reminding you, Virgo, that the work you've done is bearing fruit, okay? Oh, you're going to have a choice. Ooh, Virgo, something may have already arrived or It's soon. I mean, it's real soon. And what did Spirit say? Soon you will see the pattern and realize the beauty of how it all connects. You're going to get to make a choice, not from an obligated place or a sense of duty or responsibility. You're going to get to make a choice purely from the heart, from your soul. And that is true freedom. So this Lovers is bringing you attraction. It's, oh, you know what? I just realized. Okay, hold on. I gotta cover up the nudity. Oh, goodness. I forgot about that. Okay, so just hang on here, Virgo. All right, I got my handy little stickers here. Okay, we're gonna cover that up, and we're just gonna cover this up for YouTube. Oh, okay. Look again, it's a hidden blessing. Let's get a little bit more about the Lovers too, because this is something that you may not expect. You absolutely may not expect. But there is an angel, there is a higher power bringing you a match to your soul's blueprint. I want more about the Lovers here. And I don't know if I said Gemini is showing up with the Lovers here. Okay, so let's get more with the Lovers. Now, I know that something is over or it's coming to an end. A lot of you, something already is over, okay? Some type of connection or commitment. And if you're hung up about that or upset about that, there's some type of hidden blessing here, because you're going to get exactly what you truly, truly want, okay? But we're going to need more about this Lovers, because the Lovers brings choices here. So let's get a little bit about the Lovers for you. Oh my goodness, play while you wait for your blessings. Whatever you've been wishing for too is coming true. Play while you wait for your blessings. The right situation is already attracted to you. Just keep your intentions pure like you have been. Play while you wait for your blessings. Look at the word blessings coming out twice here. There may even be a triple blessing here, because I said the word blessing and then I just remember the word blessing came out and this came out. So I'm just saying, right? We getting support in every direction. All right, let's continue. You know what? This is giving me the vibes of the Wheel of Fortune. Just seeing the 4 guardians there on the tarot card in my mind's eye. Every direction. So you have been doing something where you are summoning something that already belongs to you. Do you know that? I mean, it already belongs to you. You may not have it just yet in the tangible, but it already belongs to you. And look, we got some good news about money. Money flow is returning, or it's going to just start to feel better, you know. Maybe for some, it's been feeling like the faucet of the money or money faucet has been, you know, shut. That happens sometimes. But look at this. Money flow is returning. Support is coming from every direction. What else? Just be willing to make choices really, truly from your heart, from your spirit here. Because you are honoring something that's really important. Okay, so, you know, Virgo, some of you Virgos may have already dealt with someone where you kind of discovered reciprocity just wasn't there. Whether it's the give and take, whether it's emotional reciprocity, truth, honesty. Now, some of you Virgos, there may be something going on right now that you've got to be aware of. You might be, you know, holding some type of pure intention, but there may be someone that's not doing the same. So, You may have already discovered this, but whatever it is, your honesty is not being met with the same, or it wasn't. Let's continue. You've broken some type of karmic pattern here. Okay, this is why something is feeling like a strong hold here. This is why it might be a little bit challenging to find the blessing, because you're breaking something that did not belong to you anyways. You inherited, some type of generational thing that you were chosen to break because you're that powerful. You come remembering something important when it comes to divine order, harmony, balance. And talking about this ancestral karma cleared, keep it up. I feel like this is part of what Spirit was saying. You will soon see the pattern and realize the beauty of how it all connects. Yes, a pattern in your destiny of how things, are like stepping stones and patterns to what's unfolding in your life, but also patterns that you notice that you don't really like, right? That you're like, wow, why is this showing up, right? And so you've done something here where you've activated a karmic clearing, a karmic balance. Keep rising. Play while you wait for your blessings. Some of you, it could have been wrapped around money. Some of you, it could have been wrapped around how we're involved in a relationship, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, whatever, right? Relationship, family, whatever. And you broke it. What else? Some of you may resonate with this too, because there may have been something, and the ancestors, they only knew what they knew. And of course, there's ancestors that have given us gifts of knowledge, wisdom, powers, but they also have given us karmic patterns that was hard for them to, keep up with. So there could have been something about not feeling so worthy, maybe feeling trapped by, things for survival and not so much from the heart. And that comes from the ancestral or the generational things that you've been healing here, right? Because they whatever was occurring at that time, it just wasn't developed consciously. Not for all souls coming in for some type of true love, true pairing, a uniting of one's own soul self with spirit. Your future fortune is poetic. Play while you wait for your blessings. Wow, that card just wanted to fling over there. Your future fortune is poetic. Something, again, just you're going to start noticing how it all worked out in your favor. It's almost like poetry. You're lining up with your soul's rhythm, your soul's poetry. I mean, this is actually quite beautiful. Whatever you've been doing, it's bearing fruit in your life. And speaking of this energy that I was getting earlier about that wheel of motion, this is what it is. It really is something that you've been waiting for is now in motion. And it's because you've cleared something up with patterns, with something that you're tired of. And you're not playing that game anymore, I know. A lot of you have powerful healing abilities too, okay, right? The ancestors have given us some good gifts too, right? But you're also encoded with that because you have divine access. So here we've got the healing card. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. Just remember that. You're in a period of deep healing. And it makes sense. Look at how deep it goes. I mean, we're getting to the root of something here. So you're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Look at that. Open arms and an open heart. Even Archangel Raphael up there is showing you, just open your arms. You're going to be brought someone to that I feel is very healing for you, and vice versa. You're also going to, if you haven't yet, find something igniting with you where you just feel more in tune with yourself spiritually. Like you're having a new relationship with yourself. So when the door opens, go through it. Leap when the door opens. This is the Lovers. Soon you will see the pattern and realize the beauty of how it all connects. I mean, you are doing what Spirit says. The threads of your life have been weaving in silence. And that door is about to open. The signs are sacred. Spirit is speaking to you. Remember, Spirit is showing you something here to give you a very poetic fortune future here. So don't question it. You are seeing signs from Spirit. Spirit speaks to you. And it's usually in the most subtle and silent ways. Most times it is. It's not very loud. So let's get a little bit more about the signs are sacred. Spirit is speaking. Give us more about that for Virgo. You are meant to be heard, Virgo. So whether you're feeling clarity about this or not, you will, because you are stepping into, or you have stepped into, some type of sacred clarity, sacred fortune, where your voice activates healing, encouragement, power. Your voice can summon, it can teach, it can do whatever. So when you feel the need to voice something, do it. And maybe it's just, saying things right now. Maybe it's singing for you. But don't question your own ability to communicate and also communicate effectively and powerfully here. Spirit chose you to speak and use your voice for a reason. What else? Okay, you are getting something about leap when the door opens. Look at that, jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never align in just the stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyways. This is that time. Okay, let's get a little bit more about this jump in for Virgo, please. So yeah, Spirit is nudging you to take a chance on something here. Jump in. So Spirit wants you to start diving into something else, something that's far more interesting. And I feel that you already know what that is, because Spirit is reminding you that you are very precious, okay? And Spirit speaks to you as a precious one, because your time holds power, right? So no more maybe waiting for something. If you want to go have fun, do it now, right? It's not about waiting for perfect planning, time, conditions, money, resources. Where there's a will, there's a way. And so you're being asked to put your power and your energy into yourself, or maybe something totally different. But not to waste your time with something here, because there is something that you might feel powerless in. Oh, this honesty thing. Yeah, it's like, trying to open up something where, you know what, you've already done all that you can. Now it needs to be that other person or people or situation needs to be up to them. You're doing your own thing. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. You're in a sacred process of self-actualization. This is going to bring you the love, the peace, the harmony, the resources you want. So you got to give yourself some, room to grow with yourself, because you're embracing, a more powerful version of yourself. Truly, you are. You are lining up with something that is destined for you. And it's most likely that you, as well as, I can't remember which other zodiac sign, but it could have been Cancer. But anyhow, you are creating your own destiny. And this is the reason why the stars will never all align in just the right way, is because you get free will and free choice to create a new pathway. And that pathway is something that you are mastering. So don't question it. You can do it. You are more than welcome to try it. Nothing is set in stone here. That's what Spirit is saying. You have most likely more than one destiny. What else? There may be something too with like an activity, This could be just as simple as doing something adventurous. Like, I don't know, what do those people do? Skydiving or something, hot air balloon riding. But anyhow, or you don't have to do anything like that risky for, because you are precious, okay? But anyhow, have fun here. So whatever it is that you've been struggling with, it's about to be resolved. So remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and to start fresh always brings a relief. Okay. Something is not being reciprocated here when it comes to fair dealings, honesty, but somehow, some way, you will have a resolution. It just may not be in the way that you thought it was. So let's get a little bit more about this resolution here. Relief is near. The universe, God, Jesus, the world honors your dedication. Truly. Virgo, the universe holds a quiet miracle for you, okay? And I say quiet because it's going to give you the relief that you're seeking, the peace that you're seeking. And the next step will be lit up for you. I feel that you went through, take it if it resonates, not all of you may have felt this, but I felt like, I don't know, okay, I was going to say a painful ending, but it may have even been like a long type of, like a long drawn out painful type of ending or something like that. Okay, but Spirit wants you to look up to the heavens and know joy is coming back, a feeling of lightness is coming back. Try to be in the here and now, because relief is near. I mean, it's coming soon. Something will be over. The hard challenge will be over. You've endured enough. And Spirit absolutely sees your effort. Okay, your effort has been seen. We got the Knight of Cups and the Strength card. Okay, we are having to do something to maintain a sense of balance here. So you might be encouraged right now to, enliven your other physical senses so that you can allow maybe your mind to rest, right? And enjoy maybe a time to utilize compassion, self-control for yourself here. Not necessarily to hold back, but Spirit is saying that there is going to be a floodgate that's going to open for you, a river of love, and most likely a river of some type of, richness that I see that you naturally attract. Because with the lion, or excuse me, I just see it as lion, the Strength card is a leader here. You were chosen to lead. Trust your power. We may need to, you know, just work at maintaining a sense of balance here, but this is you maintaining a sense of strength, compassion, love, and understanding while you are weaving your dreams in silence. Because whatever you're seeking, it's seeking you. Someone's being prepared. Something is being prepared here. Let's get more with the Strength card and the Knight of Cups. We have water sign, and we also have Leo coming in. I think we just did Leo's sign too. So let's get more about the Strength card and the Knight of Cups for you, Virgo. See, you're a dream weaver. You're weaving your dreams. Look at this. My goodness, look at how powerful you are. I'm not joking when I'm saying how powerful you are. Ooh. You know, whatever challenge you went through, right? It's like testing your strength, your courage, your bravery, perhaps. Maybe even your patience. This challenge is no match for your soul's alignment. What did I say? I mean, you were born to, in a sense, break some type of rules that are limiting. That's the thing, okay? Not breaking the law or anything, okay? I'm just saying breaking the rules that you didn't sign up for. All right, let's see. You may have to work at controlling one's emotions here, because there may be, you know, something or someone that can, you know, it can get maybe a little fiery, maybe a little passionate, maybe even a little draining at times. So your job is to try to maintain a healthy sense of composure. And the Knight of Cups with that Strength card really is this mixture of this too. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now because you're going through many transformations at once. And Spirit is asking you to feel your way through in a whole new way here. Not in a way that maybe you're used to or have done, but you're going to be doing something when it comes to encouraging the strength of your own sensitivity and being guided by your inner compass. Your heart really is truly your compass, Virgo. In this situation right now, your heart is the true compass. What else? Sacred comfort approaches because a challenge is no match for you. So trust that something is ready to bloom for you. Something is gonna, you know, give you the peace and the comfort that you absolutely deserve and crave. Yeah, stay here. This moment is enough. We've got to work on just staying in this moment right now. You know, sometimes we can't allow the future or the past to swallow us up, but your sweetness is in this moment right now. This is where your power is. And you are also enough too, Virgo. Let's see what else. You know what's kind of interesting and cute that I see about you is I feel, and just take it if it resonates, maybe not all of you resonate with it, but I feel there's something about you where it's like I kind of see you as this hummingbird, and you know, they're just like these little things, but they sure are mighty. They know how to fly, and you know that humming sound that they make really gets your attention. And it's just amazing to me because lately you know, this is like the first summer I've been getting hummingbird visitors, and I love it. Like every day I get to see them, right? So, you know, I've got my flower garden and I've got my hummingbird feeder, but at first I wasn't used to the sound of their wings, and it actually startled me the first time. I thought it was a huge like bee or something, but it was a hummingbird, and so I scared it because I kind of screamed a little bit. but we're friends now. But anyhow, you know, they're very mighty though too. They're very territorial as well. So it's like even something as small as a hummingbird has profound blessings and an impact on a larger aspect, right, on the ecosystem. You know, there's just all these things. So, you know, I feel like sometimes people take for granted, like the point of my story is sometimes I feel like people take granted your kindness, your compassion and love, and mistake that as weakness. And so you're resetting something. It's not that you're changing, it's that you're owning a part of yourself where now you know where you start and end and where others start and end, okay? It isn't about separation, but it is about, you know, respecting oneself here and not feeling that we have to be pulled in too many directions. Okay, I just can't even get over this. Embrace the majesty within. You know, your bones remember the royalty. And I would say, just like I think it was Taurus, I feel that I could say it to you, that Earth remembers your value, your blessings, your royalty, and how your royalty shows up for you. It is all about perception. But if it gives you freedom and you know it's yours, it is yours. This is all coming to you. Embrace it because you are meant for this type of quality of life. And it does take courage to embrace the majesty within, because that means we have to do it on our own. But don't be fooled, because you do have an angel next to you, preparing you, guiding you, showing you not to worry or fear your own strength. Because you've been given this sacred opportunity by Spirit to use it in a way where Spirit has entrusted you to use it wisely. You should be proud of that. And you're going to get your peace. You will get a resolution. I know something didn't turn out maybe the way that you hoped, but just remember what Spirit said. The patterns, you're going to realize the beauty of how it all connected. Your tears have been enough. Peace is returning. Love is returning. Money is returning. Stay peaceful. And I would say too, just remain, you know, composed and tolerant until better options arrive, because it's going to arrive. And the more that you feel in alignment, the quicker these things arrive. A new outcome is forming. Be ready. And part of you being ready is allowing Spirit to release the burdens that aren't yours to carry anymore. Period. It's not for you to carry anymore. Spirit's going to carry it. Spirit wants you to shed what has been a burden so that you're ready. Something you don't expect. But what you got to do, because the door will shut. I mean, we got to be honest about this. The opportunity comes, but will you take a leap? Will you go through the door? I hope so. Yeah, because your angels have been really working hard. Yes, they've been working hard. You know, there's something about precision. There's something about, Spirit working in a very intricate manner. But don't worry, Spirit has tons of endurance. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you are picking up and receiving things that aren't necessarily yours to receive, okay? You might be sensing and picking up other people's emotions, burdens, and thoughts. And, you know, you can also give yourself permission to not have to, take an invitation from Spirit even. If you're tired and you need rest, rest. Okay, so spiritual antenna's off. Soul light is still on. Okay, this is you. Still tuned in to your dreams, to what's pure in your heart. In the meantime, you don't have to engage with every spiritual thing or, psychic impressions. Maybe do something to clear your energy. And, I felt like I said this was to come back to your senses, right? Do things that really ground your energy. Do things that feel good. Wear things that feel good. And I feel that you already do that, but I feel that you might be, you could have been tuned into this spiritual stuff so much that it was like maybe even exciting for some of you. So it really pulled you in like another dimension for a while. So you're just kind of having to like assimilate this new energies, these new information into your reality now, which takes a little time. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, I already knew this too. Your angel is like right next to you. You're not alone. The angels walk beside you because they know that you were chosen to lead. What else? Surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. It's always a good idea to have some control, to have some plans, but not to the extent where it starts to wear on you and make you tired, because there's a better way, is what Spirit's saying. A better and easier way. Step aside so that Spirit can step in here. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Because that relief is near. What else? Nope, that is it. All right, so I've got a couple of questions before we end the reading. And the first one is for you, Virgo, is let's find out what is next for you that you need to be aware of. What is next for Virgo? A step up. You have an advantage over a situation too. So what's next for you is knowing that you are high quality, embracing the majesty within, not in a way where you're being prideful, but you are, taking care of a healthy sense of pride. Your high quality, let them go. Better is on its way. So what I see, what's next for you is that you're not settling for just anything or anyone. You have aligned with whatever, where was that thing? Something that's encoded into you. Your soul's alignment. Yeah, you've aligned with your soul's alignment. Now, let's find out a blessing that you don't see coming. What's a blessing that Virgo has no clue that's on its way? There is light at the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel here too. Oh, fragile doesn't mean weak. Honor the tenderness. So what's next for you is falling in love with something that is very healing and aligned with your soul, right? And so you're carrying some type of strength here. You're carrying something precious here. This is this whole strength card. So I just see you being in your power. Let's get a little bit more about this fragile, because I see you taking care of, I feel that you've been chosen to take care of something that is sacred and fragile here. Let's get more about this hidden blessing. Yep, it's receive. Look at that. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. So you're going to be in this place of tenderness, and that's what you want to follow, because your tenderness is your inner compass here, especially during a time where you just have to, take good care of yourself. It's okay to create sacred boundaries if you need to. Okay, so listen, you're going to be getting gifts here. Okay. So what you don't see as a blessing coming your way is universal gifts. This could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Right now, Virgo, you deserve this. I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.